How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to yet another weekly warehouse update. We're gonna start right over here with the Kastaplast shelf. Super exciting. I feel like it's been a while since we've had like a basically full Kastaplast restock, but that's what's going on right now. We'll start with the classic, everyone loves them, the Berg. We got some K3. We also have some K1 bar stamp Bergs. We had some other K1 Bergs, but I think they already sold out, but a lot of K3s here. Really good feeling. If you're a Berg thrower, time to rejoice. We also got the Falk back in stock. This was one of my all-time favorite Kastaplast molds that was in my bag for quite a while. Beautiful hyzer flip to slow turn, fairway driver, 9-speed, super comfortable in the hand, having a few different plastics. The Crute, I believe, is a new driver from Kastaplast. We took this out to a field and threw it a little bit. It's not as overstable as the numbers would say. It says it's 12.404. I would probably call it closer to a destroyer, like maybe a -1.3. Definitely had a little bit of give to it, but a solid, consistent finish. Really comfortable hand feel. Nice, slight little dome to it. Very fun disc. I believe that's a brand new mold from them. And down here we got, your classic Goat, Grim X, Gold, Yarn, all that stuff. But I want to highlight the Grim and the Grim X. I took these out to a field a little bit ago. I didn't throw the Grim, I threw the Grim X, but really good feel. And basically what the X is a slightly more overstable version. So the Grim will get you a flip up and turn. The X, in my opinion, will get you a flip up, ride, and fade. So if you're looking for two drivers that'll feel similar but fly differently, you can check out the Grim X and the Grim. The Yarn from Kastaplast is their like overstable approach disc. Very, very comfortable disc. This has been a popular one ever since it came out. We have it in K1 soft, we have it in K1. I think this is also K1, but with the big bar stamp. Yeah, K1 large K stamp there. So lots of fun with the Yarn if you're like, you wanna be a little bit more trendy, you don't really wanna throw the zones or the harps or anything like that, you can check out the Yarn. And like I said, we have basically the new Cax, I think is the other big one. This is just retooled. This is the one I threw back here with the K. I believe they made it a little bit less stable. They took the bead off a little bit from what I was reading. Still has plenty of stability. You can still rip this forehand. It claims to be a mid-range. It's definitely a fairway, 6-speed. It's just a slow fairway. Very comfortable though, really good. If you're looking for like a mid-range that you can like forehand, that might be your go-to. Super comfortable forehand and backhand. And the last one to update you on, you'll have to check the site to see everything else because there's Rico X's, they're all kind of good stuff, Ricos. But the Voss is another new one from Kastaplast, I believe, or at least new to me, I haven't seen it. 12.5 -1.2, different feel than the Grim X, which I think is what would be the closest comparison. A little bit deeper, the Grim X can be pretty shallow for folks. Still is a little shallow, but deeper than the Grim X for sure. Really nice, like hyzer flip again, distance driver, you can get some great forehands out of it. And obviously the Kastaplast plastic is why, if you are throwing it, you're probably throwing it. And if you're not throwing it, probably why you should throw it. And it feels great. So a lot of Kastaplast on the site. I didn't go over all of it. I went over a lot of it though, but you can head over to the site to see the full lineup.
What's up, y'all? Robbie C here. Get the nice hi, welcome to the morning. But we are also welcoming some fantastic discs from Trilogy over here. We have the Jade and a Opto Glimmer plastic. This is super cool. It's hard to tell on the yellow that there is like a little bit of shimmer to it, but when you jump over, we also have it in Opto Moonshine. There are multitude of plastics coming in on the Jades. Jade is part of the easy to use line by Latitude 64. If you've never heard of this line before, if you're newer to disc golf, fantastic option. And a lot of people would consider the Sapphire, which is the distance driver, probably the hardest to throw the easy to use line. I would disagree. I think that the Jade is definitely the most overstable of all of those options, while still not being incredibly overstable itself. The part of the easy to use line, what really hones them in, is that they're all lighter weight discs. So this is 158 grams, this one is 158. So they're all gonna be in the 150 class, which is super, super good for easier to throw distance, and flight numbers being what, 9.6 -2.1. So if you've been looking for that easy turnover option, really struggling with, let's say, a Sting or a Rhythm, this could be a good alternative for you. Really great distance. I know a friend of mine, he throws in the like 250 to 300 range, and this is his go-to distance driver for that range. So really, really cool option there. The Underworld and the Elastoplastic. Now, this is such a cool plastic. I mean, look how flimsy that is. Woo, woo, woo. Super, super great. Underworld, another great understable fairway driver, 7.6 minus 3.1. If you're looking for easy flip up and distance, if you have a slower arm speed, this can be a really straight flyer for you. Kind of a cheat code in the woods. But this also, for a more experienced player, could be a roller option. If you don't have a great forehand, really great turnovers. And what's cool about these as well is that they are max weight. So if you feel like you throw slower, the Jade is a good lightweight option. But if throwing a lightweight disc is a struggle for you, I know I can struggle sometimes with that because I want to get big, throw the big shot. Then the max weight option on the Underworld could be really good for you. We have the Underworld in elastoplastic. We got blue, looks really good. Orange, couple pinks left, and that's in Moonshine VIP. So we got a lot of different plastics available in the Underworld. You're gonna want to check that out. But the last one coming in for, we talked about the understable stuff. Let's get huge. Defenders and Lucid Ice Orbit. I mean, this might be one of the most gorgeous looking discs ever. I love the space theme that we keep going across with the Halo or the Lucid Orbit, Lucid Ice Orbit. So Defender, super overstable. This is like just trying to, if you throw on a forehand as a right-handed player, it's trying to get right before, like they're literally fading as I'm holding them. So really wants to get out there. What's really cool about the Defender for your huge arms, this is gonna be a nice reliable flyer that you can crank into. It's gonna come back every single time, reliable overstability. But for slower arms, this is gonna be a great utility disc. Huge rim on that disc. This is a 13 speed, but really overstable as well. So you can not only throw it on the hooks, but you can get some really cool skip shots out of it. Got really hard dog legs. Defender could be your choice.
All right, we're over here and we have basically a full restock of Discmania, which is really exciting. We have MD1s in, which are really sick. This, first of all, the C-line feels incredible. And the MD1, in case you don't know, the Mindbender was an MD1, and the MD1 is kind of like a Discmanian hex. Which is very cool, and it feels like it's just gonna be a dead straight mid-range. Feels amazing, kind of like a Mako 3 from Innova, if you like those. And then we've got a restock of FDs as well. Really, really good straight disc with some finish on them. These fly really, really far, extremely glidey fairway. And then we also have these really cool Huck Lab stamped Chroma C-line FDs, and they have like kind of like a color shift going on with them. They look insane. I see why they call it Chroma, because it kind of looks like chrome. But these are really cool. I feel like they would have a little bit more stability on them, so that'd be nice. And then we also have the Huck Lab stamped MD3s as well. As someone who's been playing disc golf for a while, the Huck Lab stamp is one of the coolest things to me, because I remember all the pros throwing it and then me not really being able to get it. So seeing them on this disc makes me go a little crazy and makes me want to put all of them in my bag. Yeah, and then we have the restock of the S-Line MD3s as well, a little straighter MD3, and this S-Line just feels so good, man. They feel awesome. So yeah, go check them out.
We got a new disc back in stock from Mint. This is one of their newer releases, which is the UFO, and we have it in their nocturnal plastic now. Gorgeous, like 3 foil stamp going on there. Absolute awesome artwork. I mean, look at that. Ooh, some might say it's out of this world. Thank you. But we also have some stock UFOs as well. Just your, I think this is their medium. I forget what they call it, Royal Plastic. So UFO's a really comfortable putter. It feels just like your typical putter, small bead, really good flyer, dead straight. You can lean into it. We threw the nocturnal one some, but I'm sure the baseline one would fly, probably have a little more glide, maybe a little bit more turn out of it. So if you're looking for a good one too, the baseline feels like a really good putting putter, to be honest with you. I might have to put that on the bracket for my next year putter, but nocturnal UFOs now on the site.
All right, if you like disc golf and you like hockey, you may either be Canadian, second, love being from cold weather places, or third, just enjoy one of the greatest live sports of all time. And I stand by that statement as a big baseball fan. What's really cool, Prodigy has done a partnership agreement brand deal with the NHL licensing deal. There you go. It took me a second to get there, morning things. But the concept behind these discs, when they announced it, I was like, hockey pucks as a disc, that's super cool, especially if you love hockey. They came out so good, dude. Like this black 300 plastic PA3 Super cool. I love the gold foil on the top. I mean, it literally does look like an NHL licensed puck kind of a deal. So we have quite a few teams that are in stock, and we have several of each. We wanted to make sure that if you're one of those guys or gals who likes matching putters, fantastic option. Or you may even be like some people here on Foundation staff who don't watch hockey but have family members who watch hockey. Really, really cool opportunity for you to bring disc golf and their love of hockey together. Now you're sitting around the Thanksgiving table having a great time because you're like, oh, Uncle Joe, guess what? I got this Bruins disc for you. Happy Christmas a little bit early. He loves you, you love him. You all love smacking a puck around the ice. Now you're smacking pucks into the chains. We got the Bruins, we got the Kings. Let's see what other teams we find. The Wild, obviously the best disc out here. Get Wild, go Minnesota, God's country. We have the Red Wings, Detroit, you know, back when the Red Wings were actually like pretty decent. Back in the day, there's some feelings here, let me tell you. We got the Blackhawks, that, you know, a lot of big fans out there, little personally, but that's fine. Let's see, more Blackhawks. We have the Dallas Stars. You know, the Dallas Stars really shined when they were in Minnesota. Minnesota North Stars, what up? Penguins, okay, Pittsburgh, I see you, I see you. Philly needs some love right now. And if you're just like, hey, hockey in general, go sports, NHL. So we got several teams on here. Definitely go on and check those out. PA3s, fantastic putter. If you struggle with putting, try these because they will make you commit, and you're going to make a lot more putts when you're committed.
All right, final thing to push here in the weekly warehouse is obviously our accessories, but one in particular. Oh, Hunter, is that just a ripped card holder? No, this is the Ripped Deluxe Bundle. Basically what it gets you is the card holder. Yeah, so this you can have your hand in it, your discard pile, and your whole deck for everyone to draw from. You just clip this onto your bag and you're always ready to play Ripped Revenge. But you're like, well, that's great, but I need a Ripped Revenge deck. That's why you buy this bundle. Basically, you get 3 Ripped Evolution expansion packs. That turns Ripped Revenge into a deck building game. Takes it to a whole nother level. It's electric. You also are like, okay, I need Ripped Revenge. Boom, got it. Ripped Revenge comes with it. Okay, well, that's all fun and games, but now I play Ripped Revenge, I played Ripped Evolution, boring, boring, boring. Ripped Showdown also in here. You get the full Ripped lineup, everything you need to play Ripped with your buddies over and over and over and over again. Ripped Showdown, there's a good team, a bad side, and a lucky side. And basically you choose you're gonna play the good, the bad, and then lucky, you just kind of get lucky throughout the game. And you play one side of the card or the other. So you can kind of choose. You want to be a little bit more offensive player. You want to be a little more defensive player. And you kind of design the game your way. And then, of course, the deck holder holds it all together. Awesome bundle. They always sell out. We just got them back on the site. So you're definitely going to check that out. Another thing that has been selling really well, almost out of them. We're about to get the discs in to be able to actually show you what we're talking about. So once that happens, they're going to go really quick. So again, if you want your last chance before we have the discs in hand and we're showing them, this is it. The subscription box this month. The monthly subscription box in honor of it being November, Black Friday, mystery boxes, all that fun stuff. We're doing a true mystery disc. So there will not be an identifying marking that will tell you the name of the disc or anything like that. It will have a custom stamp on it with a big old question mark that you don't know what this disc is. Right? You're gonna feel it up, you're gonna take it out to a field, you're gonna throw it, you're gonna let your buddies throw it, whoever. Then you're gonna take a video, tag us on Instagram, DM us on Instagram, whatever you wanna do to get your guess in. And if you get your guess in and it's correct for that disc, you're now entered to win a grand prize. In addition to that, you still get the 2 other premium discs plus a swag item this month. So again, that's 3 premium discs plus a swag item. One of them though is this true mystery disc. So you're not gonna miss out on that. You can go ahead and pick up the subscription box. They're gonna start shipping probably in the next week or 2. So we're really ramping up, we're getting really close, and like I said, probably the next one of these I'll have the disc in hand, and once I have the disc in hand, they're as good as gone. So we've already sold about half of the allotment that we have for this month, so you're gonna wanna act fast if you wanna get in on this. And other than that, we'll see you again, same time, same place next week.